Back in this thing. Summer Shred-15, bitch. Welcome back. Just back in from the gym. Out to get the steps in. Gonna hit a quick lap around the neighborhood. Avoid all the traffic and noise on the street before I head over to the trail. Been riding the bike all week. Getting in them 21-mile sprints, stints, laps, whatever. So hitting it on foot. Get some good old sprints in. Some jogging, sprints. You know, I always do high intensity. Get the most optimized. That's what I'm all about. Today's day 9, new beginnings for all those in touch with the spirituality, energy, numerology, all that good stuff. Update today. Had a slightly new low, I guess you could say. Anyway, lost weight. 229 back in the 220s. Woo! 229.3. The last weigh in was 229.5. So dropped from yesterday, dropped 0.2 of a pound. And I'm gonna be honest, that gives me a frown. Now, I will say there's a counter to it. Have been having rice every day. Today's Wednesday, so Monday and Tuesday had starch. Had a cup of rice with salsa. Like I said, been eating intuitively. Everything else has been dialed in. Looking in the mirror from today's workout, I'm definitely, even if the scale doesn't say distractions, extra definition in the shoulders, separation, front delts, side delts. I can definitely see things popping. So I know the scale is going to catch up. And I do feel the starches may be the reason for the impact. But here's what I'll say. Mind you, this is me, y'all. Monday was 235 after the feeds and everything. And so to be where I am, 229, 5 pounds down by Wednesday, it's about on track for what sugar fasting does. However, as I told you, I'm a fucking warrior. I'm all out. I like to maximize, optimize everything. And I ain't here to play no fucking games. When I say I've been experimenting, exploring, testing, I really have. I genuinely, every single thing, every choice I make every day is something I've done to see like, okay, how does this diet work? It's my exploration of, because I know it snaps back so quick. And it is familiar territory to yo-yo dieting. Being on any diet, and this is going back to yesterday's message, the discipline. That was the secret. Diets don't work. It's all about your discipline. But the discipline you choose and the discipline you execute is what makes the difference, is what actually has the program work. And so it was suspected that it would go slow with the starch. However, what I am clear to is that the refeeds, the enjoyments, the social, the yin and yanging out of the routine definitely has, it's good to see that it is still giving weight loss. And I'm not a 0.2 type person. And shout out to everybody out there, like results are results. I don't work as hard as I do. I don't do as much as I do. And mind you, if I want to tighten up the starch, if I want to tighten up, counting the calories, I have not been precise with that. I think I was at about 1,700 calories yesterday. But again, that's with me eating intuitively, eating throughout the day, and still having a bowl of fruit at the end of the day because I felt like it after the starches and everything. So I know where there's calories I could cut back on. I say all that to say, is I'm about to put it to the test, y'all. I've been following Smelly Bell Protocol 2.5, sugar fasting 2 days, refeed. So today would be my refeed. I've got plenty of meats. If y'all don't know, I was on like 200 grams of protein, pound per gram per pound of body weight, lean body weight at the most. So immediately flipping over to this, the amount of protein I need, and truly, this has been over a month and a half. No main muscle loss, strength loss, or anything. I literally eat a week about the amount of protein I used to eat every day. So I've got that surplus. So for me, it's like wanting to eat more than need to eat. But I say that to say, I'm about to test the discipline, y'all. This is cyclical, right? The cyclical nature, the yo-yo dieting, the same things that had me stalled. Now, mind you, it was the same 10 pounds fluctuating, in which while I've been doing this, I have not stayed. I'll fluctuate 5 pounds, but it drops really quick. But I have not been in a place where I'm 260s, 270s, which is where I started, which is where I had the frustration and which I've gotten down. Now we're in the 220s. And the thing is, like I say, optimal. When I know the capacity of this diet and I know my capacity I want to max that shit out. When I say 15% body fat, I want that shit sooner than later, right? And I know it's very possible. I'm enjoying the magic of this experience because, just like I said, waking up, looking in the mirror, I can see there's definitely a difference in, it working, and it just does what it needs to do. So with that, I can tell for myself tightening up. Now, I may still continue with the starch. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about cutting that out as well. But what I am going to do is go ahead and try one of the more extreme sugar fasts. Now, by extreme, I just mean going longer than 2 days. So I'm not saying anything extravagant. I know some people do 7 days, some people do 21 days, 30 days, and on. I don't have that much to lose. I do a lot of training and activity, and I'm aware sugar fasting this is kind of a point I missed yesterday. The difference in water fasting and sugar fasting is it has the same benefits with the FGF21. You're going to see the fat loss goals, not the autophagy, cellular cleaning, stuff like that. But you get the same benefit as fasting with calories, with food, with sugar, with enjoyment. Anyway, say all that to say, I'm going to take off of the Smelly Bell protocol, and I'm going to try, as Cole Robinson used to say, shout out Snake Diet, sugar fast until you see a new low. So right now my lowest has been 228. My goal to drop, ideally, if I'm like mechanical about the shit, methodical, disciplined, and dialed in, 5 pounds a week. So my next milestone goal is 223. Now, as you know, I've been living it up, been enjoying myself. I don't regret a damn thing, especially over the course of my birthday, over the summer, Memorial Day, all the experiences I've had. Loved every single minute of it, wouldn't trade it for the world. And again, experimenting gave me the confidence to know what's going to happen. So everything being on track. This is also why I'm a bit disappointed, because I expected last night, as I'm losing weight throughout the day, I told y'all yesterday, I think the weigh-in when I woke up, 233, 231 by the midday, 229 towards the end of the day, 229.5. So to wake up at 229.3, still dropped, but damn, that's it, bitch. So I'm in the place where I don't want to repeat the yo-yo cycle. I don't want to experience, you get comfortable, you loosen out. I did all that shit with keto. And truth be told, the difference on this diet, I'm not doing, y'all appreciate that. Who's that? Marty? Let me make sure I get the name right. Appreciate you watching. Let me see live chat. Let's see all of them. Yeah, Medi. Appreciate you watching, man. Appreciate that inspiration. I hope so. I use dried fruits. I have not tried much dried fruit yet when eating the meat. Uh-oh. Cut the starches. Okay, good shit. Get potatoes. Yeah, I love sweet potatoes for the refeed. Fat one to refeed, most definitely. So I say all that to say, I'm going to, and I want y'all to join in with me, like challenge yourself. I'm going to get back into the discipline days. This diet is truly, so I told y'all I've water fasted up to 77 days at the most. Didn't enjoy it at all. But I'm going to push the sugar fasting. I'm going to keep sugar fasting just on the sugars. I'm not even sure if I want to keep the starches, because truly, I like the fuck yeah results. Hell yes or hell no. That's how I like to live my life. And so I really, soon as possible, I'm comfortable. I know what I'm doing. I'm enjoying it. And I don't want to get in the, okay, this is comfortable, I can refeed. Again, discipline. I don't want to do it just because I want to do it. I want to do it. I don't want to be in the position where I need to do it. And at the same time, the results that I'm having at that 72-hour mark is what I told y'all around fasting, where your body, whatever your body needs, you're going to start to know. I will say, this being the third day since I have had the starches, I don't feel like I need that salt, protein, refeed day. And I usually, when I refeed, eat whatever I want. This diet is controllable, so I've been able to enjoy that. And that, I think, is where I've been enjoying myself too much for accelerated results. Right now, I'm locking in for new lows, y'all. I want to hit that 223. I want to drop another 5 pounds, and I want it sooner than later. I'd love to have it this fucking week. And honestly, it's at the point of a game to me. I'm not pushing through pain. I'm not pushing through not enjoying. I'm getting to eat. The thing is, I'm just going to push off having some protein, and I'm probably going to have a day, maybe 2. We play it by ear, no guarantees. I'm not locking in to say I'm going 7 days. What I'm going is for a new low. I'm going to see how that feels. That might be today. That might be in a couple fucking hours for all I know. I still got my evening getting out. This is just my 10K early in the day steps. May go play some tennis or something later. Who knows? But depending on how it goes, I'm either going to be no protein, no starch, sugar fasting until I get to 223. We'll see what the progress goes. If I drop 2 pounds today, I might do it again tomorrow and, get to that 5 pounds down, because I'm right within range, y'all. And that is what has me engaged. That motivates me, right? Safe, normal fat loss, 1 to 2 pounds a week. Okay, you do days upon days of, discipline and struggle and all kinds of things to get the results. Good on you. Great. Yes, been there, done that. And that shit's hard. When it only takes a day or two, when I know the results are kicking, when I know from every workout, from every activity, that it's going to put in some work and do what I need it to do, it makes me want to play with it a bit. It makes me want to be extreme, go all in, do all that I can. So with that, I'm going to go. This is more experimenting in a way, because I have not sugar fasted more than 2 days. So keeping it on the fruit, the honey, the sugars, the juices, all that good clean stuff. I did just have, my uncle's got some little ones. I just had some, what were they? Not Sour Patch, but some of the other gummies, about 100 calories serving, but a nice little 20, 30 grams of sugar before I go get some sprints in. But that's what I'm taking on. I'm going to test my discipline, really put to the max what I said. It's not the diet, it's the discipline. So if I get discipline, lock in this week, can we see 223, y'all? Put it down in the comments if you think I can do it. That's what I'm going for. And, encourage shit. I'm inspiration. I'm glad to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. That's why I do this shit. Hopefully I can have some inspiration, motivation. The thing is, I will say, and maybe that's the difference in what I need to pay attention to, while it may have slowed the scale down, it is still dropping. And while I've had starches, I don't feel a need of being depleted. In the past, when I did straight sugar fasting, I've been doing sugar, okay, so I'll put it that way. I've been sugar dieting. Technically, it is sugar fasting, but they say once you get the starches in it, it's no longer sugar fasting. It doesn't stop the FGF21. However, it's not sugar fasting. So we'll see how that goes. But that's the challenge. That's the discipline I'm taking on to see how quickly we can get to 223, y'all. I'm going to lock in and push for it. Wish me luck. Stay along for the journey. Test yourself, because this is what I ultimately mean. No matter where you are, right? It's fun. It's a game. I'm enjoying it. This is a good place to be. But truly, you got to the unhappy place. You got to the unhealthy place. You got to the metabolic disorder. You got wherever you got through a lifestyle of shit. Little choices. And while I'm exploring, experimenting, socially enjoying myself, enjoying my birthday, enjoying the summer, I want to see these abs. I want to see this six pack. I'm seeing new cuts and things every day in the mirror, and 15% body fat is 15% body fat. I want to get down to it. So we've got another, from 229 right now, we got another 19 pounds to get down to 210, which by my, fat-free body weight, bone and muscle, 180 pounds, that would put me at 210, would be 15% body fat. So that is the goal. That's the Summer Shred-15. And while I'm not going for like a deadline by the end of summer, blah, 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 as long as every time I hit a new low, 5 pounds is the next milestone, I'll get there in no time. So that's the target. That's the goal. That's what we're locking in for. Wish me luck. Right now, I'm not having any cravings that I need to have meat. So I'm actually going to leave out the rice and see what it do, because I want to crank it up, y'all. I want this next 5 pounds to just melt the fuck off. And what I will say, this is at the same time this week alone that I'm, like I said, I know I'm in the 220s. In the mirror, I'm in the 220s, regardless of what the scale says. That's all water weight, food weight fluctuation throughout the day. I'm in the 220s with the cuts and things that are coming out. I'm loving this. It's like chipping away a Marvel superhero. I got an Avenger under all this fat. Motherfuckers coming out. Been in the gym for 27 years. I deserve this. Anyway, I appreciate y'all following along. Yo, took me out of the live. Learn more. Don't put a link in that shit. Anyway, Sven, what's up, bro? Medi, what we got? What meat do I get in my refeed? I go for beef, chicken. I mean, honestly, all of it. I don't discriminate too much. Pork is probably the least. But meat, and also I'll go get meats on clearance, throw them in the freezer. Not always the leanest. Sometimes it's 80%, sometimes it's 90%. I usually go for 93%. I'm not as meticulous on that because I know that I'm refeeding. I know that wherever I get fat, I'm getting fat in. By the way, something I forgot to mention, I do put MCT oil, which is about 15 grams, into my coffee. Still getting the losses. I take fish oils. Yeah. I take that as a supplement daily as well until I run out. I'm not going to restock it. But with that, I've been mixing in things. And this is where I like to say, experiment, play. Don't just go by what they say. Playing with the starches, having healthy fats in. And if it doesn't throw off what your goals are, but pay attention to everything so I can pin in to the things that I've been doing that make a difference. But other than that, I don't really have a preference anymore. Like I said, going from 200 grams of protein a day to like 200 to 300 over the course of a week inside of 2 or 3 feed days. I don't prioritize anything. If it's protein on pizza, I'm having that. I have had one protein bar, like I literally have a bag full of protein bars, protein shakes, all the leftover stuff. I got a freezer full of meats. It's just not my diet anymore. And while I'm getting the results, but I will, after I get to 15%, I'm going to start working on putting back on more muscle and really targeting bodybuilding, anything that I have weaknesses in, really for strength, because 27 years, there's a lot of solid muscle stacked on me. We got, look at Mike Fay videos. Yes, I believe I've watched him. He's on 450 grams of sugar a day. 50 grams of starch. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I know of. I've heard the name. Mark Bell's tossed him out. I don't know if I'm subscribed or if I've been following too close. I'm averaging about probably 250 to 350 on the carbs right now. And pretty much I'm at an intuitive point. I'm really not capping the calories or tracking too, rigorously on that level, because I've come to understand, and especially if it is just sugars and sugar fasting, the diets, the routine is going to do what it needs to do. Sugar fasting just works. But yeah, thank you for that resource. Really appreciate it. For all y'all getting inspiration, motivation, just want you to know I really appreciate it. Warms my heart. It's genuinely, what is it? 13 years ago I started this channel. Go look at that motherfucker on the first video. It's not the man you see before you once, fam. It's fucking worth it. Because I'm telling you, 27 years, a 13-year-old said I wanted to look like this. And here I am actually making it happen. That's dedication, commitment. Don't tell me how fucking hard it is. Don't tell me what's in your way. If you put your mind to it, there's nothing you cannot fucking do. Time is a fucking variable. Reality is a fucking variable. Get out there and make life what it is that you want to live. There's no reason. If you're watching me on this video, you got access to all the information, all the data, all the tools. Now they got AI coming in. You can literally have the life you want crafted and delivered. All you have to do is execute and stick with it. That's what's up, man. Appreciate that. Medi, good luck. Subscribe if you haven't already. In the meantime, y'all, I'm gonna be right here wishing you the best. Only success, being the best version of myself. Say it with me now. Be on in power, baby. Question is, who are you gonna be? Peace.